Welcome back to my channel and the Major Arcana Collage series. Today's tarot card is the Lovers. This card speaks about love and how, when we surrender to it, we experience a glimpse of something greater than ourselves. Only a glimpse and only for a moment. True liberation requires finally a great deal more than passion. But love can help us see the path and know a little of the joy that waits for us at the end of it. So in this card, I'm starting right away with some background images. I have this rose hip and a little bit of a universe, like a sky, like a glimpse into the universe, like a galaxy. That's the name I was looking for. And this couple in black and white. And interestingly, I just chose the images again intuitively, and I paid attention to the colors. It's kind of a magenta. There's a little bit of dark and a lot of pink, magenta, purplish colors. And instead of having an angel watch over them, like in the Rider-Waite tarot, I have this flower, or this rosehip rather, as a background, which will be hovering over their heads, which you will see in a moment as I continue putting together all the elements. And it's interestingly because I just felt I didn't even pay attention to what kind of flower or plant I was putting there, and at the end I looked it up online, the meaning or the symbolism of rosehip. And rosehip is part of the rose, which is a symbol for love. And interestingly, the rosehip symbolizes waiting for one's true love. So I thought it was very romantic. And so this collage comes together quite quickly. I'm just trimming the edges here, and then I will just continue to see if I want to add any particular elements, maybe something a little bit with some texture, because everything is quite smooth with the magazine images. So here, some old paper, one of my favorite things to add on any collage. And now I'm just using my favorite chalk pastels and some ink to color the edges, just to give them a bit more structure, a bit more dimension, outlining them. And I just rub the chalk pastel pigment onto the paper with my fingertips. I don't apply the chalk pastel directly because I find it's too strong, and I just want a hint of color. And I'm just gluing it on with a simple glue stick, and I'm choosing to place it on in a little bit more of a diagonal. I haven't glued down the couple yet, so that I can still move them around a little bit, and now that I know this is the placement, I'm gluing them down as well. And then from here, it's just really adding some color touches. And I'm using watercolor on a shiny magazine paper, which maybe doesn't make a lot of sense, but I just love to have a little bit of a shimmer, and to bring more depth and dimension. And it still works. It's not opaque. It's not as if I would apply acrylic paint, for example. And a lot of it stays on the surface, and it still dries with some hints of color, and I just like that. Yeah, so I'll just let you watch how I finish this card and what will be the final element to complete it. Sorry, it got dark really fast because we had a storm outside, so I apologize for the lighting. But these are just the final touches to the card. The card is also about choices, about the duality of male and female energy, the duality of yin and yang that come together in this card. And so I wanted to bring in the element of the sun and the moon, and I'm purposely placing the sun with the girl and the moon with the guy, so that each of them cultivate their opposite energy. So the male, masculine energy of the sun inside a woman, and the feminine energy inside the male. And this is how they can find true companionship and overcome the dualities and just join them into this union of love. And the rosehip that's on top of them also symbolizes, for me personally, self-love, which makes love for another person possible. Without self-love, we cannot enter into a love relationship and expect to feel love if we don't know what it feels like to love ourselves. So here I'm adding gold on the sun and some silver on the moon, and the card is done. I hope you enjoyed this card.